Welcome back to the Bassin Hole. Today we're doing a little thing with electronics. So on the test bench today we have this old crate amp. Thing's older than I am. I got it 20 years ago and it was really old then. So you know, I'm telling my age a little bit. But the Reverb Tank has gone bad. We've got a broken wire and there's no way to really repair that because it goes right to a transducer, and that transducer is a pack of coil windings that can't really be undone. So with that, we're going to tear into this a little bit and show you how to replace this. If you like this hat, today's video is brought to you by Rabbit Clam Apparel. It's shocking how harsh the bite of a rabbit clam can be. The tools you'll need for this job are screwdrivers of various sizes, perhaps a pick to help pry off the RCA jacks if they're stuck, and the screw hardware that has come out of the amp. I've already removed the old Reverb Tank, and it's really a simple job. There's 4 screws and 2 RCA jacks. One's an input, one's an output. I did label the jack with some blue tape so that I knew which one was which, and the blue tape is on the output, so the input is clear. So when I put the new unit in, I'll make sure to plug the blue tape jack into the output. As with any electronics teardown, you're going to want to turn the power off to your device and make sure you unplug it. Again, the angry pixies like to jump out at you. Avoid that at all costs. This is the old Reverb Tank, and as I was showing you earlier, there is a broken wire on the transistors, and it just does not work. So I bought a direct replacement, and hopefully that gets the reverb working on this amp again. Hey, like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. I'm not sure why, but everybody tends to like a good unboxing. So I left the Reverb Tank in the box, and it came from Amplified Parts off of a site called Reverb, and they are a third-party site that connects buyers and sellers. And I was able to find a used Reverb Tank that's supposedly in good condition, and hopefully we'll be able to get that put in place. And it looks like it is in good shape. The new tank has 3 coil springs versus 2, but the part number that it replaces matched the part number on the tank that I had, so I'm hoping that it does the job. It seems like all the wires are in place. There is one insulated RCA jack and one uninsulated, and I don't recall now which was which. If you look at the old tank and it's easier to tell. So on the old tank, the input was insulated and the output was not. On the new tank, I can't really tell. The electronics are a little different, and I can't tell if they are insulated or not. So it's going to be a little challenging to get this part in. 2 of the screws are in the very back, and it's the clearance of the speakers is pretty slim. So I'm going to need to use maybe a short screwdriver to get to it, and I'm going to have to feel around with my hands. I'm going to get the 2 front ones first because they're going to be easier, and then I will do the 2 back ones. Watch the magnet. The metal likes to go to it. Looks like I'm going to have to get a little lamp on this too, because there's not enough light underneath to see the holes. Luckily, I have a lamp right here on the shelf I installed not too long ago. This little adjustable lamp is a lifesaver when you're dealing with things like this. Strike 1. Truth in advertising, the holes line up perfectly with the old holes, so this is a direct replacement. So we got 3 of the 4 screws in. This last one's kind of bare to reach. The way these reverb coils work is they have transducers that pick up on the vibrations of springs So they want the tank here to be independent of vibrations outside of what's happening on the amp. So you have the recoil springs themselves are suspended by springs, and the housing for them is also suspended with rubber grommets so that it insulates as much vibration as possible. We have our blue wire that's going to go to the out. And our gray wire with no blue is going to go to the in. With any luck, that is all the installation we need with this. And we'll be able to fire it up and it'll work. Here's a picture of the guts of the old one. You can see you have springs suspending the recoil body, and then the two large springs in the middle are what the transducers on either side pick up the vibrations of and then transmit that into your amp to be translated into sound. Well, we've got everything plugged back up, and the reverb tank is in. I'm going to flip the amp on, give us some volume, and see what happens with this reverb tank. We'll start with the reverb at 0 and then turn it up and see if it behaves the way we expect. Some modulation, but not much. Yeah, we're getting some reverb out of that. Just due to the way this works, the louder you play, the more you get out of the reverb. And who wants to see a blooper reel? I've got everything hooked back up. We're going to turn her on and give it some volume and see if we get any reverb out of it. Start with reverb at 0. Shit. Almost died. Reverb at 0. Shit. Almost died. Again, this was a fun, rewarding little project. This old crate amp I bought 20 years ago, and was able to restore it recently. Had to tear it down and clean up the pots, resolder some stuff, and it's now sounding pretty good for its age. I'm really impressed. Thanks for watching. Shit. Almost died.